last night, let's talk about the last 90 days of PulseChain. What aren't we glad it launched? First of all, everyone, again, be grateful, right? Be grateful to even launch. But what have you been working on, and what have you been up to? What have you seen that's been just crazy good, crazy bad throughout the ecosystem in the last 3 or 4 months?
Yeah, so last time I was on the stream, it was the exact same day as we got testnet v4, and then we had the mainnet, I think, a couple of weeks or days later, and it's just been so much action, so many things happening since. I'm just trying to remember all of the things. So initially, I was looking at the PulseX yield farming, incentive token farming, and that was interesting because you'd see the new ones pop up, and you have this insane yield, and then it's like, do you swap your coins around to get into this new yield farm, or is it worth it? And then, do you go into one wrap Bitcoin or wrap Ethereum, or Ethereum from ETH from Ethereum, wrap Bitcoin from Ethereum? And just watching the fluctuation of the APRs and APYs as the pools grow, and trying to work out a good strategy for that. So that's I spent a lot of my time looking at that. And then we had the V1, V2 drama as well, where I was kind of looking at my PulseX PulseChain farm and trying to work out, because I'm kind of new to yield farming, and kind of working out, are my coins growing? Are they staying the same? And doing the curve calculation, I think is Y equals M times X. And then somebody pointed out that we're getting incentive fees. We're getting incentive tokens, but we weren't getting the fees, which we now get on version 2. Which it's a feature, not a bug, depending on your outlook. Hey, so then it's
burn and earn, baby, burn and earn. V1 versus V2, burn and earn.
Yes, that's been interesting. And then some other new projects launching, some new the new wallets, the new dexes. I won't go into name them because I'll forget some of the main ones. But yeah, some cool projects coming out as well. Have come out already, and new ones going to come out. And then we have it was interesting price action where we had the initial pump, and then we kind of settled back down, and then, which is kind of what I expected, to go 3x or even more up, and then come back down to sacrifice rate, which did happen. And we have had the SEC FUD since, which has brought prices down a bit. But yeah, interesting watching the kind of the liquidity bonding, where like Hex and PHEX and PulseChain and PulseX incentive token are all kind of moving in parallel now, or in correlation. And I know Alex from Hedron gave some discussion on this when he was on, I think it was Slot Stream. And also Dipcatcher has also made some comments on Twitter about this, some interesting analysis. So it's kind of an interesting debate now about how EX used to be tied to the USDC pair, and whereas now we're kind of tied to the PLS. And is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? And is that going to last into the future? So that's been an interesting thing happening in the last 90 days.
I was actually thinking about that a couple hours ago. Literally, I was like, I want to ask Axis this. I can ask you too. Yeah, that ETH, or one of our primary pairs was Hex ETH, go up and down together, that sort of thing, liquidity bonding, all that stuff. Now it's Hex PLS. I think has most liquidity. So who was saying the other day that, like, was it Alex on the stream too? Maybe he's the one that said it. It's like when Hex goes down, or PLS, or one of them goes down 20%, it's like the other one goes down 40%. But that's just the dollar value. If you look at it in the coin value, it's only down like 20%. That sort of analogy. How has that changed things in your mind when you look at these when you look at the polls and stuff?
Yeah, so I think it was Alex's point that the Hex price can now go up or down without anybody buying or selling Hex, because it's tied to the PulseChain pair mainly. On PX is tied to PulseChain, so if people are trading PulseChain up or down, then the PX is moving with it, and that's kind of interesting because they're kind of, they're moving together. So it makes it easier if you've got new capital you want to deploy. Which one should I buy, PX or PulseChain? Right now, I think it doesn't really matter because they're moving in parallel. So I'm happy to go with either one. PulseChain, PulseX, or PX, because they're moving in kind of unison with the liquidity bonding. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues or not into the future. So one thing is I'm curious to look at in future is to get into the hex transactions and just see, are there people that are pushing the price up and down independently by trading hex, or is it really tied? What percentage of it is tied to PulseChain and what percentage of it is individual hex trades?